A protest was staged opposite the Gampola railway station against the recent electricity tariff hike. The protest was staged by the Gampola People's Struggle Council and civil activists. Police obstructed the protesters when they attempted to march through the Gampola bus halt to collect signatures for a public petition. The protesters continue to demonstrate despite the obstruction.
Dear police officer, when you go home and take off your uniform and buy books for your children, hear about the hardships that your wife is facing in the kitchen, when you can't pay off your bills, you will remember that you stopped the people who came to protest about these same issues. If they continue to attack us like dogs when we stay silent, and if they are pushing us to a point where we cannot settle our bills, if they are killing our children by administering them with substandard medicine, do you expect us not to protest?
State Minister of Finance Shehan Semasingh has said that losses incurred by the Ceylon Electricity Board needs to be financed by the CEB itself.
If any state-owned enterprise incurs a loss, that loss cannot be financed by the Treasury. Thereby, the CEB has the power to make independent decisions. The CEB will have to take steps to manage water, fuel and coal during the rainy season and cover their losses. In the future, the government will expedite the restructuring of state-owned enterprises, because if state-owned enterprises continue to operate unproductively, the likelihood of the general public having to shoulder an even greater burden is high. Therefore, I believe that this new financial frame will help Sri Lanka move towards better management. In that process, the government will have to change many steps and decisions taken in the past. Also, today we are following good practices accepted globally. That is the reason why we are able to bring the country to a point where the IMF, the World Bank, the Asian Development Bank and the other countries that supported our economy are able to resume their projects in the country.
Why is the Ceylon Electricity Board suffering losses? This is what Executive Committee member of the Jathika Jana Balawegaya, Nalin Hevage, had to say.
Why is the CEB suffering losses? Has anyone present here failed to pay their monthly electricity bills? No, you have all paid on time. A litre of petrol was 363 rupees. Has anyone here said, I only have 342 rupees and 90 cents? Can I give you 10 cents later? Has anyone here paid 10 rupees for a 50 rupee stamp and left an arrears of 40 rupees? No, we have never. You and I are honourable people. These unscrupulous leaders ruined all of this. In 2015, when Ranil Wickremesinghe came into power, the Ceylon Electricity Board had only 16,000 employees. Ranil employed an additional 9,000 employees. Was this required? No, he just wanted the votes. Now the CEB has 25,000 employees, but still they employ additional contractors to cut the branches on the road. Then is it a surprise that the CEB is suffering losses? Veeravansa's electricity bill was 118,000 rupees. Kehelia had an electricity bill of 15 million rupees that was unpaid. The CEB is not suffering losses because of us.
The hashtag Unite Trade Union Collective says that the government should immediately put a halt to oppressive price increments.
When these businessmen evade paying government charges and unjustly enrich their businesses, that burden too falls on the poor man of this country. Do we need a government for this? Now Ranil Wickremesinghe is trying to ruin this country by planting the IMF proposals in Sri Lanka in an effort to secure his position. If this is his intention, we would like to inform him that he won't be able to sit and hold office of president for much longer. The PUCSL's approach to this matter was completely wrong. The Public Utilities Commission has a responsibility to understand the price formula put forward by the Ceylon Electricity Board. They have not done that. We would like to inform the PUCSL if the people are being subjected to unjust price increments under Financial Regulation number 119, the party that is asking for permission for this increment and those who grant them permission should be held responsible for it. The only thing that the government can do to ensure their survival is increase electricity tariffs, increase fuel prices, increase the prices of goods and increase taxes. They are not even holding the elections. This government has disregarded the lives of the people and they are trying to remain in government by stealing every last rupee in the pockets of the people. We hope to unite all political parties, trade unions and mass organizations and stage a massive protest against this. We would like to inform the government to prepare to go home.
A protest was staged at the Naramala town against the electricity tariff hike and suppression of media. The general public signed a banner as a mark of protest against these actions of the government.
The current government is carrying out all of these reforms without the consent of the people. Nothing has been revealed regarding the deal between Ranil and Modi. Nothing has been spoken about these either in Parliament or the Cabinet. We know that right now they are trying to sell off our resources and state assets under the conditions imposed by the IMF. Ranil Wickremesinghe held a conference last evening and said that he is going to build a smart Sri Lanka by the year 2048. When Ranil Wickremesinghe is speaking about building a smart Sri Lanka, the government is trying to pass legislation to suppress social media. They are also trying to bring the anti-terrorism bill to suppress the general public. All of these people, including Ranil Rajapaksa and Kanchana Wijesekara and this entire cabinet who are imposing so many taxes on the general public and stealing the rights of the working class of Sri Lanka, you will have to go down the same path as Gotabaya Rajapaksa.